Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to check out all of the Samsung official cases for the Galaxy S21 series of devices. We're going to talk about, clear covers, silicone covers, even a case cover that includes an S Pen for the S21 Ultra. This is TK, and these are all of the original cases for the S21 line of devices.
Like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos on the channel.
First off, the clear standing cover, very simple, very easy to insert. You insert your phone into it, and of course covers all of the ports, everything. There's openings obviously for the microphones, the bottom front speaker, the USB-C, and of course the kickstand, which allows us to actually hold the phone in multiple angles. So you can either hold it sideways, this way, and it actually holds in many angles, actually very nice and firm. So you can put it up this way, open it up all the way to make it more of a kickstand, stand it up vertically, and of course, last but not least, we want to make sure that it works over on wireless charging. And as you can see right there, wireless charging works perfectly fine. So overall, aesthetically, it does cover the actual camera. It doesn't actually go far over the bump. So for the most part, you're not really adding additional coverage or additional protection to it. But it does look very nice. It's clear, and of course you can enjoy the color of your device, definitely fingerprint prone. And it feels nice. It has some protections on the edges as well. So if you're looking for something with a kickstand that is simple enough from Samsung, this will be a good choice. Now the clear cover is pretty simple. It's just a clear cover case, very much the exact same experience. So you can clip it on, put it on. Same type of protection for the camera module in the back. It doesn't really add protection that much to it. It doesn't minimize the bump because it actually protects the case right next to it. Everything else is pretty much the exact same experience. Looks really nice. You can enjoy the color of your device. It's very clear, very simple, and of course just has all of the right openings. It covers the buttons, of course, but other than that, it looks really nice. Of course, goes without saying that it does support wireless charging directly with this case, as this is again the Samsung case. We have the next three cases, again, the rugged protective case cover, clear protective cover, as well as the silicone cover. One thing to mention is that there are different colors available depending on the actual case that you're picking up. So this one actually does have a couple of colors available. You'll notice that this one actually adds a lot of protection to the camera module, which is very nice. It is a silicone case, but it definitely has a lot of harder material on the inside, so it's not as flexible, even though it does say silicone cover. It has that softness of the silicone cover, but it definitely feels really good. We have a lanyard option here if you have a lanyard option that you like to use, and the camera is actually entirely protected. And the only openings obviously that are available are for the camera modules, which for the most part makes it almost look like I actually have a different color S21 Ultra. So you notice it kind of covers every part of the phone that shows up that nice new black color that they have, and now this one looks more like a white one. Again, very soft material, openings at the top, covers the buttons. On the bottom we have an opening for the speaker and the USB-C. But it definitely looks very unique and very nice if you're looking for an all-around protection for your S21 Ultra. And of course, there's not going to be any question, and of course wireless charging will work there. And as you can see right there, now we're going to switch over to the clear protective cover. Now this one has an option for a lanyard at the bottom, but also has a ruggedized cover all around, which is a little bit different than the clear cases that we saw just a second ago. And what I like about it is it actually accents the color. If you decide to go with the color that I have, it definitely looks really nice. So the grip on the side is very strong and very good. We have the extra protection on the top. The camera module definitely flush with the device. There's no more bump on the back, although not that much of a protection level, so it doesn't really go deep enough to actually provide that much of a separation. The little lanyard option is very nice. You can actually attach it very easily. It's much easier than the one we saw in this one, as this one you have to actually loop it. This one's already sitting there waiting for you to use. Looks really nice, covers everything as usual, opens up the right options that you'd like, and of course gives you all of the information and all of the benefits of a rugged case. Now the next one is actually very similar to the way we saw with the clear one. Now the difference is essentially that more of a harder shell in the background, and of course different camera setup in the back. Now what I like about it is it actually makes it look like a different phone because of the way the cameras are set up, and so we have more of a linear kind of a alignment of the cameras here with the opening, and of course two openings for the additional options. Everything else looks great. We have a kickstand that works really nice. Now this kickstand does not have the same resistance as the other one, so this one actually is not really intended to be stood up as the way it goes sideways. So this really is mostly meant just to hold the phone in this format. It will not work in this format that much. As you notice right there, it's sitting so much on it. I would not recommend on it. It just has a lot of stress on the actual angle. Now there is a smaller one if you'd like to make it into a smaller angle, and then of course there's the longer one if you want to make it into a longer angle. So just adjust it to the level that you want. and of course use it to the way that you want. Now you can also use this as a level to hold it when you're holding the phone, so that way you have a way of kind of getting some leveling on it. But other than that, looks really nice. Again, metallic look, but definitely plastic. Rubberized grip all around, openings for everything, and of course wireless charging, no question. And there we are, wireless charging, no problem. Now up to this point, most of the cases that you saw right there are available for both the S21 as well as the S21 Plus, S21 Ultra. So the selection changes depending on the device that you're looking for. When we get to this level though, with the S Pen, only the S21 Ultra will have it. As I mentioned to you guys at the beginning, there is a case combination that it basically combines the S Pen functionality with an S View flip cover. That one is a little bit on back order, so just keep in mind if you're looking for that case, I will make sure to link that in the description below once it becomes available, so you'll be able to check that out. But the essential experience is going to be an S View flip cover with an S Pen, and now we have a separate case here, which is the silicone cover that does also include an S Pen cover here. So first off, we'll start off with the S View flip cover. Pretty standard. The case itself encloses the entire phone all inside of it, so you can definitely see it fits perfectly in there. It does not fall in. It holds it very nicely. And of course, once you close it, you get this extra feature in here, which essentially is the S View flip cover. So you'll notice right there, I have a notification from Instagram, I have a notification from Google Feed, and you get the time, the battery percentage. And if you're playing a media song or something like that as a music, it also gives you the ability of controlling some option, as you'll be able to actually do some touch. So if I touch the actual notification, it says please open the flip cover to actually get it. And as I open it, I have to unlock my phone. It does not automatically unlock it. But if I close it, it takes it back into here. Now, as you can see here, there's a 2-dot option that's present on the right side. That means I'm actually doing something on a second page. I can swipe up, and here we have our media controls. So it works really nice with media controls. It is touch responsive, and of course works great as a case. The other option that comes with the S Pen, again, makes the case a little bit thicker, so it's ever so slightly thicker this way because the S Pen is housed in the inside part of the actual case. So it becomes very nice and very stylish and easy to carry with you. Now, as far as the coverage on the back, you'll notice right there, it covers the entire backing of the camera. It actually gives a nice little carbon fiber, kind of an accent to it that's not part of the actual phone. Of course, an open back. Since we have no buttons on the left side here, it's not a big issue because all of our buttons are covered on the right side. Opening for the microphones, opening for the bottom, and of course, goes without saying, you know, wireless charging compatible. And of course, there's a nice little animation here that comes up once it starts. You'll notice right there, you can see it, the charging speed, well, essentially how long and what you have left, so you can see all of the notifications that are present there. So a very nice option here, S View flip cover, opening at the top so you can answer your calls without even having to actually open the case. So very nice, very stylish, made specifically for actually more than one version of the S21, so this is not unique to the S21 Ultra. Now, the next case that we're going to check out here is, again, the silicone cover with S Pen. So same material as the silicone case that we saw before. Very hard back, the same covering for the cameras in the back, so they provide us the full protection there. Of course, the buttons are covered, and you know, you just have basically an insert for here, and again, there's a lot of protection there. The difference with that is that there's an opening here for this S Pen. This S Pen somehow does not need to be powered, which is the weird part of this. It doesn't seem to be drawing power from anything. I've tried connecting it to my Tab S7 Plus. It doesn't seem to need that. So the only thing that you'd probably need to just remember is that it is going to be a little bit wider on the left. And that's because of the S Pen. So it's a symmetrical concern for me, mostly because when I'm holding it, I'm noticing a bigger thickness here on the left. But again, that's purely done for the S Pen itself. So accessing the S Pen is very simple. You grab it, you take it up. The only thing that I'm worried about it is for right-handed people, you always end up having to do this. So the phone, you have to put it on your left hand, hold the pen, pick it up from this side, and then of course start doing, to be able to do like screen off memos. So, you know, here, hello. You know, it works really nice. There's no question that it definitely works. But as far as the experience itself, let's go ahead and unlock the phone. The S Pen itself works the exact same way you expected. All the shortcuts, everything works great. And then of course, when you're done, you put it in there and it stays with you and it doesn't actually fall. So it actually has a very nice mechanism where it holds the S Pen all the way down to the bottom, and it only provides you that little nice opening there on the left. Again, it feels like it's supposed to work this way, but again, for right-handed, if you are, this is going to work where you have to hold it in the left hand, pick it up this way, and then initiate it. They do provide us with replacement tips, which is very, very nice. And of course, access to the display works pretty nice. Wireless charging, no question. This is, again, a case from Samsung, so it should have no problem working with wireless charging. And I'm really looking forward to checking out that case that combines the S Pen and, of course, the S View flip cover, because I feel like this is a little bit more intuitive, because it not only protects the front, it also protects the back. So from an all-around protection standpoint, I feel like this provides the best, although not magnetically closing. Each case has its own characteristic that enables us to customize our experience on the S21 line of devices in its own way. Keep in mind that the one with the S Pen only works on the S21 Ultra, and again, there's the separate case that's going to be sold that enables you to actually have the ability of using the S View flip cover with the S Pen, which means it makes it even more functional because it covers the front as well. Now, the leather cases that I mentioned to you guys during the video are not available yet, so unfortunately I didn't have that on hand for this video, but for the most part it looks exactly like the S silicone case, not the one with the S Pen, but with the leather covering on the back. So if you fancy something like that, definitely check that out. The overall experience, I feel like, Samsung's providing us a lot of different cases for different experiences on their devices. Again, keep in mind, the S Pen option is only for the Ultra, but the rest of the cases should be available for all of the S21 line of devices. I hope you found this video helpful, and of course you found a case that works for you. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.